We are all set, Captain. You are ready to go. We are all set, Captain. You are ready to go.
Boom. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome in this evening. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's Thursday evening going? Buddy, I'm not messing with you. Leave me alone. Oh, how are we doing, chat? Welcome into the stream. Let's see here. Oh, 132.8. Just doing a couple of cockpit things here, or Alrighty, a little American flight in the old school
Center,
livery.
good evening, Boeing 524 Mike Golf Heavy Flight Level 410. Boeing 524 Mike Golf Albuquerque Center, Roger.
Alrighty. Let's see, going to San Antonio.
Delta 4115, I think that was you checking in. Descend via the Bruiser 1 arrival, Phoenix landing west, altimeter 3000.
Assignment, alright. Oh, that's looking good. Let's go in here and start firing a couple things up here in the old cockpit. Get ready to go. Let's go. Line nav. Perfect.
November 4 Mike Golf, if you'd like, you're clear direct to El Paso.
Alright, direct El Paso 4 Mike Golf, thank you.
And we'll start getting everybody loaded in. And it's going to be Albuquerque Center we're going to be talking to. Don't believe we've got any kind of PDF, so let's hail them up real quick and get a clearance. Albuquerque Center, good evening. American 4541 down in Tucson, looking to pick up IFR clearance San Antonio.
American 4541, Albuquerque Center, Roger, standby. American 4541, you're cleared to the San Antonio International Airport, Wildcat 4 departure, San Simon transition as filed, climb flight level 350, departure this frequency squawk 3132.
Alright, cleared San Antonio, the Wildcat 4 departure, San Simon transition is filed, climb to flight level 350, departures this frequency, squawk 3132, American 4541.
American 4541, readback correct, altimeter 3010.
3010 on the altimeter, American 4541. Alrighty, chat. Got that scary part out of the way. Alright, so quick couple things back in the sim before I forget. Let's go down here and we're gonna squawk 3132. is in. Perfect. Alrighty, let's get one of these on. All good there. And we'll fire up AP here in a second. Let's go down here and get some info in. MC init KTUS reference. And let's grab GPS. Perfect. Route. on flight plan request. Sim brief. Set the payload. Set the fuel and select the route. Initial climbs 17,000. We cleared us all the way to 350. So let's load that. Activate it and execute. Perfect. Let's get that in a second. Let's go. Oh, that's good. Okay, let's go back down here. Departure. 30, the Wildcat 4, San Simon transition, execute that. Looks like San Antonio is landing. Oop. Don't have an ATIS for San Antonio. Let's do KSAT digital ATIS. See if we can find out where they're landing. Real life, they're landing. Visual approaches runway 13 right, 13 left. Sim brief gave us 13 right, so let's just go with that for now. Arrival 13 right. Going to be on the CSI 2 with FST transition. Approach, let's see, 13 right. And drawn, execute that. Oh, that looks good. Alright, back to our init ref. Request this. Load that. Oh, that looks good there. Our flight level today is 35,000 feet, so in one. Looks like we're gonna go to. Alright, so temps 51. D rate is regular climb. Alright, that looks good here. Flaps 5. Center of gravity 145. Oh, somebody just did something very nice. Michael, welcome into the channel. How you doing? Thank you very much for the follow.
American 418.
How you doing tonight?
Albuquerque Center, Roger, runway 26, taxi via Bravo, Bravo 13.
Welcome in. Thank you again so much for that follow. Hope you're having a good Thursday night. I think it's Thursday. I get my days mixed up. Let's see. VR is 148 according to our flight plan on SimBrief, and then 154 B2. Perfect. Alrighty, descent. Let's get our descent wind forecast. Did I have a hot mic? My bad. So I've been doing this. I recently got a dual PC set up, and so the audio has been like all out of whack. I've been fighting with it for like 2 weeks.
American 2746, roger.
Yeah, it's been the audio's been a battle.
Albuquerque Center is closed. Radar service is terminated.
Oh,
Change to advisory frequency.
That's sad.
Have a good night. Love you. See you next time.
Bye.
Have a good night. FedEx 326.
There it is.
Happy birthday. Have a good night.
That's so funny. Yeah, the audio for this, where I've tried to set it up with a dual PC and using this like thing called Voice Meter to like transmit the audio back and forth. It's had it all out of whack. I mean, I've absolutely been battling with it. Like the first couple times I was on Vatsim, like I was like, why is none of the ATC responding to me? It's because the audio wasn't going through. Now it's going through when I don't want it to. We're in shambles out here. But Albuquerque Center just went offline, so that kind of stinks. But I picked this route just because before I logged in, Tucson approach was online and departure, and then center was on, and then approach in San Antonio was on, and they'd all only been on for a few minutes, but now I guess they're getting off. So, what are you gonna do? That's okay. I don't know if Tucson has a CTAF or not. Let me look here real quick. .118.3, I believe. Let's double check that on vPilot. Yeah, 118.3. So let's go over to that. I can't believe I hot mic'd it though. It's so funny. Slightly embarrassing at the same time. And my cat's gonna be out me in the background because he wants me to hold him, and I'm not gonna do that right now. Get down, dude. Yeah, you just never know. You just never know when they're gonna or how long they're gonna be on. Like I think, like I said, when I looked, all the ATC that I picked around like my flight had only been on for like 30 minutes or like less than an hour. And I was like, okay, I'll fly out west. I'll do Tucson to San Antonio. Everybody's online. Haven't been on very long. Now San Antonio's offline. I think center over there might still be online, but who knows by the time we get there. And then Albuquerque's went offline on me now, so no worries, I guess. Story of having to fly late on Vatsim. So I do need to switch. Let me switch this real quick. I can't wait. I'm glad somebody called me out on the hot mic though. That's funny. At least I wonder if this button. I'm using the button on the back of this yoke too as my push to talk. I wonder if it got stuck. All right. Hopefully those controls are a little better. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, that's good. Climb, all that's good. On takeoff data set. Let's scroll over here. Oop. FMC legs on this page. Yeah, so I bought this honeycomb yoke used, and I mean I think they took good care of it, but I think this button's a little sticky on the back, so I'd say it probably just got stuck being open, but that's okay. If I'm not making a fool of myself and you can't laugh, then, you know, what are you going to do? Get my chair set here, chatting too far down. Well, my Fortnite chair position. Gotta change it up and set a little higher. Okay. So passengers are loaded. So let's go and get the APU started really quick before we get out of here. Dude, I'm not messing with you. Tomorrow is Atlanta. Dude, I know. I got a, I still have an IRL job and I got to work tomorrow night. So I was going to do the Saturday night ops last weekend. Was at Tampa and didn't get a chance to. I was sick, so couldn't get on. And then now tomorrow's ops, I got to work, so I can't catch a break either way, I guess. But that's okay. I'll catch one eventually, I guess. We're going up to 35,000 feet. I forgot to do a few more extra things in the Boeing. I've been flying the Airbus. Landing altitude in San Antonio, according to the charts, is 809. So let's dial that to 850. Let's do APU gens. And ground power can come off. Let's go over here to ground operations. And let's close all the doors. Ground connections. Let's make sure that parking brake's set. Parking brake's set. Move chocks. This should get rid of the GPU force as well. We're also flying in this old school American livery that I found, which I think is kind of cool. I didn't know that they had this one. Yeah, so I'm in a real weird spot with my real life work schedule. I recently had to switch to night shift, and so that's a little unfortunate. It kind of messes up what I want to do. So like now I'm trying to stay up late, so I figured I'd stream a little bit. Kind of keep me busy, but at the same time, it's very hard to stay awake because I've been up like all day too. So we're going straight up unrestricted to 35,000. $1,152. So we'll do 152 plus 20 on this. 72. Flight directors 1 and 2 can come on. Let's make sure the overhead panel's good. Hydraulics come on. Packs, all that's good on. Perfect. And I think we're just about ready to push back, so yeah, trying to work around, work, and if ATC's online to have a little fun on Vatsim makes it challenging. And there's some days, like you said, some days I don't even feel like touching the flight sim, but I needed something to keep me awake tonight. Alright, let's squawk the code they gave us. And let's call it up. Pushback. Hopefully that jet whale will get out of our way. Okay. I really like this old school livery. Really, what's so funny is I really planned like my flight super serious. I was like trying to look at ATC and they all jump offline. It's so funny.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
I haven't. So I bought the Phoenix. I bought the 320, but I didn't buy the expansion pack with the 19 and the 19 and the 21. I feel like I should have, because that US Airways is very clean. I like that one a lot. I honestly thought American would have. I thought PMDG on their livery thing had more old school like American liveries, but this is the only one on there besides the new one, I think. So that's okay. That's what we're gonna go with. Real quick, let's go up here. Anti-collision lights on. Where's my yaw dampener at? Oh, big jet. There she is. Yaw dampener. Yeah, I feel like I should have got the 321 though, because I'd like to fly that one. It's pretty cool. I do like that airplane. Let's go straight back push.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes coming off.
Push. All engines clear. Start at will.
And on the pushback, so oh, that should be good. Fuel pumps coming on. Packs go to off. And turning 1. For some reason my N2 is already up. I wonder what's up with that. Let's try see if we had fuel, if it'll just go. I don't know why my N2 was already high. I enjoy it. So all I know is just from like, because I'm kind of new to the whole flight sim world. So I heard the Phoenix and the PMDG and I guess the i5 Max too is pretty good, but I haven't tried the Max yet. But I heard the Phoenix is about as top tier as a flight sim plane that you can get. I've heard a lot of like, you know, IRL pilots in real life that fly the 320 specifically are like, yeah, this is really well done. So I enjoyed it. It was worth the money. I held off buying it for a long time for some reason, but I enjoy it. That's good.
Parking brakes.
Around there. For some reason, my N2 was already spinning and high. I don't know why, but I guess it'll help go ahead and get the engine started. So.
Waiting your confirmation for
Parking brake set.
start.
Let's go ahead and disconnect.
Ground. We have a good engine start.
That's turning. It's rising. For some reason, it seems like my Airbus A320 does this too. I don't know why, but like sometimes when I load in like the N2, it's like the engine's already kind of spooled up, and I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if I got some keybinds messed up or what. Oh man, you're flying a 747-200 with INS and an engineer panel. Yeah, you're way more of a dude than me for sure. Because I'm so new to this stuff. I like the Airbus. I like the Airbus at the start because of the simplicity of it, and there wasn't a lot of thinking involved. But I do find myself enjoying the 7.3 more. I don't know if it's because it's a little more hands-on. And my landing rates actually have been a little better. Been a little better in this 737 than the Airbus. I don't know why. You would think the Airbus would be easier to follow or land, but I don't know. How come engine 2's not coming on? Oh, no, packs are off. What happened here? Oh, we're just not going to play nice airplane today, are we? Alright, packs are off. Let's let that N2 spin down and see if we can refire the engine real quick. But yeah, I think you like the Phoenix though too. The Phoenix is really nice. It's worth the money to me. I'll pay for a good study level airplane in this. Now, if I was going to do it over again when I bought it, I would probably go ahead and get the 19, the 20, and the 21. And just get all of them, but I kind of went cheapo a little bit and just got the 320. Okay, here comes N2 rising now. Let's see if we can do this again. %, fuel. There we go. Now is the valves open. EGT's rising. Now we got a little movement. Okay, there we go. Now we got to figure it out, chat. Alright, so let that get fired up. Everything else looks good up here. Wait for that engine to come alive a little more. How you like the I tried the 747 when I first got the sim, is what's funny. Just the default one, and man, I was doing awful in it because I had no clue what I was doing. I was like, oh, I'll fire up this big plane, and I couldn't get anything going. It was so comical. I've watched so many YouTube videos since then. Alright, that's all stable. Gens are on. Packs come to auto. That's auto. Off. And off. That's good. Taxi light's coming on. Alright, Chad. I think we got everything set up and ready to go. And it looks like our taxi out is going to be, let's see here. So we're going to 30, so let's just, let's go out here to the left. Hang a left and another left, and we'll take Alpha all the way down to 30. That should be good. Alright. I can't remember if we had an intercept point. I think we do. So let's go VNAV for sure. Alright, so parking brake's coming off. Getting optimal piloting position here. And a little bit of throttle. There we go. So we'll hang a left here on the taxi out, and then another left. Should get us down to runway 30 for our takeoff. We can announce ourselves on the, I believe we're on the right frequency. Yes, we are. Alrighty. Tucson traffic. There's a Boeing 737 taxiing from Alpha 10 to Alpha down to runway 30. Tucson. And another left here. Still so funny. I can't believe I hot mic'd the center. I'm talking to my chat. What an idiot. Also, did you guys see? I don't know. I may be late to the party on this. A little bit of thrust here. Come on. We're not moving. What happened? There we go. I don't know if you guys seen this. I may be late to the party, but I saw that was it the popular guy? Is it Boris that makes audio for these planes? Is coming out very soon with an audio pack for the 737 from PMDG. If you guys haven't seen it, the YouTube video is really cool and the sounds sound really awesome. Let's see if I can link it in the chat real quick. YouTube. Let's see here. Probably this link. You guys really enjoy the flight sim world. Is that? You guys really enjoy the flight sim world, and oh, hold on here, rudders. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys really enjoy the flight sim stuff, especially the PMDG, I highly recommend checking out. Why are we wanting to pull this way? I mean, the PMDGs just give me all sorts of fits. But if you guys enjoy flight sim, and especially the 737 from PMDG, check out that YouTube video. There's a new sound pack coming out, I guess, for it, and it sounds absolutely awesome. Alright, taxi light's good. No, it's set. Probe heat. No heat. Still want to yank to the right for some reason on that. That's weird. Auto flaps were to 5. And nice little shot of the flaps coming down. They appear to be working a little better. But yeah, you guys check out that video. The sounds are absolutely awesome. Let's set our altimeter. All right. I'm gonna hang a ride on Alpha 17. If you guys haven't, so the 727 looks very intriguing to me. I think I'm just so new that I just know I would probably mess that up somehow. I also know I know FSS is going through kind of a rough patch, it seems like, with the E-Jets. Like I have the 175, the E-Jets, and I actually really like them. I hope they figure out the FMS problems, because I really enjoy flying the plane. But the 727 looks extremely interesting. I think it'd be too much on me. Yeah, the 747 was comical when I first downloaded Flight Sim, because I had absolutely zero clue what I was doing, and it was so comical. Like, I've watched many YouTube videos and stuff since then, thank God, but it was extremely comical. Yeah, so I know in the 727 that they released for Microsoft Flight Sim is extremely complex, it seems like, compared to everything else. And like I said, I think I'd be in over my head probably. But it's a sweet looking airplane. Yeah, I just saw the that Boris sound video came across my Twitter earlier. I hadn't seen it, and I watched it, and man, it sounds so good. I can't remember, it's extremely cheap too, and they said I guess there's already like a product web page for it that's up and going. So I think it'll be here sooner rather than later. I'll definitely have to get that. It sounds awesome. I heard Boris also did sounds for the CRJ, which I haven't flown, or I haven't bought that one. It seems like a cool little airplane, but I know it doesn't have auto thrust, and it hasn't had an update, I guess, in years. But I think they did the sounds for that airplane, and then I think they helped with the sounds for the Bluebird 757 that's supposed to be coming out this year sometime for Flight Simulator. And there's videos on the 757 on Bluebird Simulation's web YouTube page, and man, it sounds so good. They really know what they're doing over there. Let's check real quick, just make sure we're not going to run into anybody. I don't believe so. And it looks like Houston Center is still online, so he's been on 3 hours though, so he may be gone by the time we get there. The 757 looks awesome. Like I said, Bluebird Simulations is doing one supposed to be coming out this year for Flight Sim 2020 first. I guess they've been working on it for a few years, and it looks really good. I appreciate them kind of taking their time on it. I'd rather them take their time on it, and it be right. It says 29 right. That's funny. But I'd rather them take their time on it and release it. But the 7.5 is really cool. I live really close to the Louisville airport where the UPS hub is at, and so you see a lot of 7.5s coming out of there, and those are really cool to see. I think it's a cool airplane. Alright, let's hold short here real quick. We'll make sure we got everything good to go. So, all the landing lights come on. Strobe. Over there. TARA. Flaps are good. Auto throttle's armed. Let's get just a little bit of panel lights. I don't know why the PMD does that. I need just a little bit. That'll work right there. Alright guys, I think we're ready to go flying. Engines real quick to continuous. Alright, let's go flying. Nayla's back. Hello, welcome in. You have the perfect timing for takeoffs. You got it figured out when to show up for the takeoffs. Yeah, the 7.5 looks really good. I guess they're also going to be in development of a 767, which they haven't given a timeline on that. That's like super early, but I think that'll be cool too. But the 7.5 looks awesome, and on their YouTube videos are really good. Runway heading there. Nail, how you doing tonight? Just in time for the takeoff. We're in an old school American livery. And we're supposed to be taking off on 30, but for some reason I don't have an updated scenery or anything, if there is one for this airport, so it's got me 29 right, but it's actually 30, so they must have, maybe they did some changes to that. Alrighty, I think everything looks good to go. Flaps set, auto brake. We'll just follow the LNAV, that's set, that's fine. How have you been? I've been good, how you been? Lights are on. Alrighty, we're good for takeoff. Alright, engine's coming up to about 40. And toga. Yeah, your timing is impeccable for the takeoffs. It's honestly kind of magician stuff. Alright, 80 knots.
80 knots.
One and rotate. Oh, come back over on the runway.
Positive rate of climb.
And gears coming up. Out in the desert today. So we're actually going from, we changed it up a little bit. We're actually going from Tucson. Let's go flaps 1. We're actually out in Tucson, Arizona. And we are going to San Antonio. So changed it up a little bit on you today. Am I doing about the right one? Close, just a little further out west. Yeah, we're going to, we're flying out of Tucson, Arizona. Flaps up. So flying out of Tucson, Arizona, going over to San Antonio tonight. And we'll slowly start to make this turn. My cat is wanting me to hold him, and I don't want to do it. Alright, coming up on Wildcats, we have 6,000 feet, so we're right on the money there. We'll go ahead and hand fly it up to 10,000 feet. Alrighty. Tucson traffic, the Boeing 737 is taking off from runway 30. Just a few miles to Wildcat, Tucson. Alrighty, and here comes another right turn. Nose up just a little bit, keep that speed right at about 250. And here comes 10,000 feet, so we will autopilot. We can ding the cabin. And bye-bye to Tucson. Pretty cool view out west. We haven't done a lot of out west flying, so it's pretty cool out here. And another right-hand turn. Let's go up here. The landing lights all come off. If I can find the click button for it. Perfect. So that goes off. Those go here. Alrighty, flaps are up. There, gears to the off position. And the autopilot has us, and we're off and away from Tucson. Look at this shot. How cool is that? How cool is that? Going through some clouds now. We're going to lose all visual on everything. Oh, headphone users beware. Let's go check the temperature, make sure we don't need anti-ice. It's only -1 outside, so we're okay going through the clouds. And breaking out the clouds a little bit. Also, if you guys want to see something really comical. Oh. Hold on. Well, how do we get locked on this now? Okay, who knows what I've hit to Yeah, we're in the clouds. I definitely don't want to be on this view, but I'm stuck on it somehow. Okay. Alright, hold on. We gotta figure out how to get back to the... We gotta go to the handy dandy Google. We gotta figure out how to get back to the cockpit. Let's see. Camera locked. Do anybody have... Mike, are you still in here? Any idea how to get this camera unstuck? Oh, there we go. Figured it out. We're good. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of flights out west, so that was really cool. Still coming through some more clouds. And standard mode. Yeah, so pretty cool views up here. I don't know how my camera got stuck on that, but it did. This is a pretty cool shot. Looks nice up here. Also, what I was going to do, but I did it on the wrong keyboard. If you guys haven't yet, if you guys want to go over and check out my YouTube page, I posted a funny video from yesterday that I didn't think much about until I was watching the VOD back later, and right during takeoff, somebody's mic keyed up, and there was just a cat noise. It was just a cat meowing. So I posted a short of that. It's kind of comical. If you guys want to go over and check it out, it's kind of funny. And through the clouds out here in the mountains. We need to go over here to CTAF really quick. Bear with me with 1 second. 122.18. There we go. Yeah, we haven't done a lot of out west flying, so these are really cool views out here. Like I said, we are in this old school American livery. The link in the chat, guys, goes to YouTube. And during my flight last night, right on the takeoff roll, somebody's mic keyed up, and I don't know if it was fake. I don't know if somebody's messing with me or what, but there was just a random cat meowing like right as I went to take off. It was the funniest thing, and like I didn't react to it at the time because I was like, man, that was weird. It's a cat. And I kind of panicked because I was like, well, is it me? Did I key up and there's a cat? Because my cat comes in here and meows and annoys me. But it was definitely somebody else. It was very comical. Alright, let's go to... little YouTube music. Perfect. Definitely some cool views. Not as might get a little break in the clouds to see something out of the right wing. That's feet am I right? We are currently at about 25,000 feet. Yeah, a little higher than that. We're at 25,000 feet, as we can see right here. So 25,000 feet, we're going up to 35,000 feet, and the wind is actually helping us. We're doing about 437 across the ground. We got a little wind at our back, so hopefully it's going to get us to San Antonio a little quicker. Yeah, the cat threw me off guard. I still couldn't tell you where the cat came from, what it was doing, how it ended up on coming across. I have no idea. Let's see, I might be able to get you guys direct. Let's see, all set, halfway.
And November 217, the Anderson Airport, 12 o'clock, 17 miles before when you have in sight.
Come back to chat. If you guys want a direct link to that video to have a quick little laugh, that's the cat meowing at us as we go to take off. No idea where it came from, but and it looks like as we get a little closer, Michael, I'm telling you, bro, out of nowhere, I didn't react to it at the time, and I wish I would have reacted a little bit because it would have probably made the short like funnier if I'd have had some sort of reaction. But I was like so zoned in on takeoff. No, definitely not a real cat. It's like a soundboard. It's like a soundboard or something sound for sure. Somebody was messing with us. No idea where it came from. It could have been. Like I said, I wish I had more of a reaction at the time. But I got watching my stream back later that night, just make sure everything sounded good from where I've been having audio issues. And I'm like, I was like, that was a cat. Why did I not react to that? That was 100% a cat meowing. Craziest things happened to me so far, probably in this game. All right, through 27,000. All right. Yeah, that's what was so weird. Like I said, I still can't figure it out. Because I swear it was not me. I don't have a soundboard and stuff set up. I have no idea what that was. Because it was so crispy, like you said, too. Normally the sounds on Vatsim are a little distorted just because it adds like that effect to it on the radio. No idea. No idea what happened. Why there was a cat. Craziest thing. Still climbing away from Tucson, like I said. So we're going from Tucson, Arizona down to San Antonio, Texas. I kind of planned this flight out around some ATC that was online at the time, and literally as I was like getting everything fired up in the plane, everybody went offline. But it looks like so far Houston Center is still online, but he's been online for 4 hours, so I'm not entirely sure we'll still have ATC once we get there, but we can hope and pray. And look, my Nightbot settings are actually working. They weren't working the other day. I'm telling you, ever since I've tried to do this dual stream PC setup, everything's been wonky. I set up those Nightbot notifications to go off every now and then. That's the first time it's worked in like 2 weeks. Can't make it up. But hey, it's working now. We'll take it. But like I said, guys, if you're stopping by, you enjoy the content, it is free to follow. Give me a follow. It helps the channel. It helps me. I do have a YouTube channel that I try to post to. I don't post as much as I should. But if you want to go to the YouTube channel, you just type !YouTube, and it'll give you a link over to the YouTube channel. Subscribing over there is free. Following over here is free. If you have an Amazon Prime sub or something laying around and you feel inclined to sub to somebody, you're more than welcome to sub to me or just follow. Like I said, either one is Amazon Prime is free. If you have Amazon, you just got to link your accounts. And you can get a tier 1 sub for free, and it helps me to our new goal down there of getting 10 subscribers, as you can see. So in no way, shape, or form asking anybody to spend any kind of money on me. Following's for free. You get notifications when we go live, and you can come in and hang out while we do a little flying around the U.S. All right, coming up on our top of climb, we are climbing through 32,000 feet. If you are interested in giving a Prime sub, !Prime will go take you to a link to be able to do that. Like I said, if you already have Amazon Prime, you can link your Amazon and your Prime or your Twitch accounts, and you can get a tier 1 sub for free, or you can just follow. And even giving me a follow is good enough for me. I appreciate anybody that's coming in here and hanging out, watching me fly fake airplanes and not do a very good job at it, but I appreciate everybody coming in here, stopping by, hanging out, chit-chatting, whatever it may be. Even if you're just lurking with me in the background, I appreciate all of the above. So thank you very much, guys, for stopping by tonight. All right, top of climb's coming up. Let's go down here and check out some. Let's see. We get to our cruise. Hey, I liked all my reels on YouTube. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I was getting better at posting a little more consistent, and then I kind of fell off when we had our other kiddo back in October. But I had to post the cat. The cat video was not going to escape me posting that. But thank you for liking all those. I appreciate it. All right, so once we get to our top of our climb here, we'll go look at some charts. So if you guys bear with me, like I said, we're going down to San Antonio. So we got some pretty good restrictions coming into San Antonio. All right, let's do. Probably need some minimums here, so we'll get that pulled up and get ready. No big deal. Work on that here in just a second. All right, so we've reached top of climb. We have, you guys can see here, so just over 400 nautical miles till we're going to start our descent at 0016 Zulu time, and it is currently, as you guys can see over here, 23:26. So we got about a little over 30 minutes or so of our cruise before we start our descent. So no problems whatsoever. Gives us more time to chat and hang out, and we're not feeling rushed to get down to the ground. We are currently flying over. Let me find myself here. See where we're at in the world. Currently just about to enter, we're just to the west of New Mexico. I think that plane's going to stay to the north. So we're kind of on a direct path with a big FedEx MD-11 that I really didn't want to run into, but it looks like he's going to go to the north of us, so. And so far, Houston Center is still online, so we'll keep an eye on that as we get closer. They should hit us up on VPilot if they're still online as we get closer. But just currently to the west of the New Mexico state line. Nice little calm, cool cabin sounds in the back. That's another cool thing about those the sound pack they're coming out with for this plane. I guess it adds like cabin sounds. And if you watch the YouTube video, if you watch the YouTube video that I copied in earlier in the chat, it's got like people like coughing, talking, engine sounds are upgraded, just really cool. So I'm looking really looking forward to that. Few spotty clouds up here. No problemo. But all right, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, guys, real quick, since we're at cruise and we still have, like I said, we still got about 400 miles till we get to our top and descent. We'll start getting everything set up here in a few minutes. I'm gonna give it over to the co-pilot and the autopilot, and I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick. So give me just 1 second. Enjoy the music, enjoy the views, and I will be right back. Give me just 1 second. Alrighty, guys, sorry about that. I'm gonna run to use the old lavatory on board real quick. Oh no, what happened? I'm sorry. That Nightbot's out of control. We're gonna show it. You gotta ignore Nightbot. He gets a little emotional. I haven't figured out. I need to go in and tweak those settings, because if you type anything in caps, Nightbot like freaks out and it makes me want to fist fight him. So just ignore him. You're good. He's like an overprotected big brother. You gotta reel him back in sometimes. Yeah, I gotta go adjust those settings. He picks up, that thing picks up anything, and I haven't messed with it, but anything he picks up in caps, he just freaks out. Starts deleting the messages like he's in charge of the channel or something, like he ain't, number 2 in the pecking order here. Alright, we've got a few minutes in our climb. Let's go down here. Alright. We will do a... Yeah, just ignore him. You're good. You're a regular around here. I ain't gonna let Nightbot push you around. Just let me yell back at him. He gets sensitive. So we'll do flaps 30 landing. Alright, it's got the course already in there. That's good. So we go back here. The barrows, the landing minimums for, let's see, San Antonio approach 13 right here we go. Minimums 1009. Good lord, I'm gonna have to spin the wheel that many times. Alright, so we go over here to minimums all the way up to 1009. Was that what that was, Nyla? Did like picked up like that as emotes and wouldn't let you do it? Ooh, back a little bit. Yeah, I'll have to fix that. Don't pay attention. I'll get that fixed. Like I said, all this is a work in progress for me. But okay, let's see. So that should be set. Flaps 30. There's good. Okay, nothing up there we gotta mess with. All that looks good. Fuel's looking good. The current altimeter, I don't think they have, so they don't have anything from San Antonio for the information. Right now it's showing 5-knot winds, broken clouds at 23,000 feet, 11 degrees Celsius, 3021, 3021 on the barrow. So let's just do, the 3021, and maybe as we get a little closer, that could change. We'll double check it, but as of right now, that's what we're gonna go with. Perfect. All right, so as you guys can see here, there was also some planes off to our left. That's pretty cool. All right, so a couple things we typed in. We got our reference speed for landing, okay, down here. We got our minimum set to pick that up. And then we got on standby the local barometric pressure down in San Antonio that I got off their real ATIS that they're going with in real life. So got all that set. Excuse me. That should be good for landing. And then we also need, all right, the course is going to be 128, so I'm going to go ahead and type this in here so I don't forget. Come on back here, 128. Let's slide over. That looks good. Let's go down here. And the ILS is 110.9. Up and down both sides. Keep that on standby for now. We don't need that right now. No worries. Now let's go down here and figure out. Let's go down here, shift across. Oh, there we go. All right, so as you guys can see by the center point VOR, so which is the CSI there, center point, maybe at 13,000, about 13,000 feet. At Benny, the next waypoint, at Benny we have to be at 10,000 feet. We cross Benny into Meaden, we're going to be at 250 knots. So that says 240 in there. We'll probably manually control that. Or probably let that, that's fine. From here, we started descent down to 6,000 and then on into the runway. So yeah, I can't delete that. We'll probably be on vectors from there, so no worries. And we're looking at cruise 318 miles to our descent start, so no worries. We still got about a half hour, maybe a little less actually. Let's see here, what was it, 20, 15, yeah, about 30 minutes. So how's everybody's Thursday night going? Just looking at a lot of clouds, a little broken clouds, but a lot of clouds. Houston Center's still online, so they should be probably hitting us up here before too long. That radio frequency, 134.425. Let's go type that in just in case we might need that here in a little bit. So let's go down to the radios. 134.425. 134.425. Just in case we need that, we can quickly switch over to that, so we're a little ahead of the game. And what they should do, I would assume, is we get a little closer if they're still online. So we go to our vPilot. We should get a little notification in vPilot. You guys should hear it beep, and it should be telling us to contact them if they're still online. So, but looking at the map here, still got a little ways to go before we get there and have to worry about that. So. So no worries there. All right, so we got the course set, 128. Borrow, the minimums are set. Altimeter, they may give us the updated altimeter if center's still online. And then our reference speed for our landing. I think it is Houston Center. We'll double check that just before I make fun of myself. Yep, Houston Center. I've got another plane down here. Let's see who that is, just out of curiosity. So that is another American 737. He is going from Los Angeles to Dallas Fort Worth. And yeah, he's about 2,000 feet above us, but we are literally paralleling each other. But he's going to cruise off to the north here very shortly. I think clouds are cool. I don't like flying through clouds because it gets bumpy. I don't think it doesn't. The game does a hard time of like when you go through clouds, things being bumpy. Oh, you guys see this? Look, can you see over there? There's that plane over there. See his contrail? You see his lights flashing over here? How cool is that? Yeah, clouds are cool. I like when it storms in a way. Storm clouds are cool when they roll in. Like I wish the game does a little better of simulating turbulence when you go through clouds because it gets kind of bumpy. But they still do a cool job at clouds in this game. I mean, look at the cloud cover here. Yeah, but you guys can see over there. Zoom in. Just look right over us. He's going off to the north. We're going more to the south. That's out of the plane over there. That plane can be seen right here. Just showing us that's where that plane's at. That's pretty cool. 275 miles to top of descent. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Like I said, we're kind of going away from each other now, but he's about 2,000 feet, so what that's showing is, that's showing he's about 2,000 feet above us, which if I look on the map over here, that is accurate, but we're making a turn to the south, and he's going to start making a turn to the north, so we're not in the way of each other whatsoever. That's still pretty cool. You can see it though. What a cool looking plane too. I love this livery on this plane. Yeah, as you guys can see, you're just swinging by. You can see the other plane over there. See, it's kind of blinking light. Same plane it's showing us here. He's about 2,000 feet above us and off to the north of us though. Yep, all clouds up this side right now. It should be a pretty clear, pretty clear approach. It looked like on the weather. Looked on the weather down in San Antonio that some broken clouds about 23,000 feet, and that's it. Looks like they're using the visual approach. Could be bird activity in the vicinity of the airport, so hopefully we don't have a bird strike. And they're using visual approaches, so. I can tell you where they're going. They are heading to, they're heading to Dallas, Fort Worth, and they're coming from Los Angeles. So they're heading off to the north a little bit to go towards Dallas, and then we're going to cut down to the south to head to San Antonio. Yeah, it looks like if Michael's still hanging around, Michael, there's a 747 coming in to land at San Antonio right now, coming from Washington. So he's got a nice little long haul, but he's coming in on his approach right now. And he's probably gone. Yep, he's gone. He's not on the radar screen anymore. Just for information, we land 13 right. So that's closest to the terminal, so we'll go all the way down. I don't know if we'll be able to exit at Bravo or not, but we could go Bravo to the terminals. Or what we might do is go all the way down to Delta, go down to D Delta, make a right, and then we can enter right to the terminals from there. Yeah, 747 is coming. He had a long flight all the way up in Washington, all the way down to San Antonio. You know what San Antonio's? No, I really don't. I don't know much about San Antonio. I don't think I've ever. Only time I've been to Texas. Oh, the Alamo, man. I sound dumb. Good call. Also, go Spurs. I was going to say the Spurs, man. No joke. I was like, the only thing I know about San Antonio is Tim Duncan. That's about all. Tony Parker. Oh, Manny Ginobili. That's all I got for San Antonio. The only time I've been in Texas, I flew into Dallas on a flight back from Las Vegas back home. So, flight left Vegas, went to Dallas, hopped on the connecting flight back home. But other than that, yeah, Alamo and the Spurs. That's about all. That's about all I got. Unless Nyla's got something different for us. But them guys were, whew, them teams were something. I mean, they're all time. I mean, Tim Duncan's, arguably the best power forward of all time. I mean, Manu was just a dog. Like long-haired Manu Ginobili, dog, straight up dog. Let's see, are we approaching? All right, so we're getting closer to Houston Center, and they're still online, so we'll listen for that beep. Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, you guys got Wemby, which is, other than him, I mean, I don't care. I'll be honest, I couldn't even name who else is on the team now. My watching of, so I watch a lot of college basketball, but I don't watch near as much NBA as I used to, but I don't really have an NBA team to root for, so if I had, a team that I really liked, it'd probably be a little different, but what is the FS20 VOR before they ask me what it is? I'm guessing it's Fort Stockton. Yeah, it's got to be Fort Stockton. Yeah, I literally couldn't tell you anybody from the Spurs now. Like I said, man, the Spurs team, you know, when the Tim Duncan and stuff days was just incredible. Just some fun basketball to watch, but I couldn't name any. I just couldn't name a lot of NBA players. I mean, I know your big name ones, but I used to know a lot more about it. I used to watch it a lot more, especially when I was playing like NBA 2K. Assume you're a UK fan in college ball. Okay, I'm going to answer yes to that because that is true, and then I want to know what led to that conclusion. And that's just for my humor, because I know I sound like I'm from Kentucky, which I'm not. My family is, but yes to the UK. That's really funny. Oh, good call, good memory. See, it gets this late in the morning, and my memory goes away. Yeah, I do. I live pretty close to SDF. But yeah, so Kentucky basketball fan. Tried to get behind their football for the last couple of years, but that fell apart. But yeah, I watch UK is the team, man. They're having a good year. I like the new coach a lot. I liked Calipari, but Cal just didn't. He didn't evolve with how the game went. You know, the one and done era kind of fluttered away, and now it was about guys that were staying longer in the transfer portal, and Cal did a lot of good things for UK, but he didn't evolve with the times, I don't think. And now the new coach, Mark Pope, I think he's just more of a basketball coach, so it's been fun to watch. I'm excited. We're coming up on Houston Center, and we still haven't heard anything from them. That's kind of interesting. I figured they'd have beeped us in by now, but maybe we get a little closer. We'll still give it some time. You know what's funny, too, Michael? I was just thinking back to the Tim Duncan thing. Because I played a little basketball in high school and stuff. I haven't played in years, but I swear, still to this day, if I was to pick up a basketball and shoot a bank shot, I would say Timmy. because that man would just shoot a bank shot off glass, no problem. So any kind of bank shot, you got to say Timmy. It's like throwing a piece of paper in a trash can. You got to say Kobe. Yeah, that's kind of my struggle too, is just like actually watching a whole game. Like I'll watch an entire Kentucky game, but like anything else, like I used to be able to sit down, I'd watch whoever play basketball, and it's hard for me to do it. Hard for me to do it anymore. It's a struggle. Yeah, Kentucky's football, I mean, they had a decent, I think the one decent year we had to like vacate all those wins or something like that, and it's just kind of, we're just kind of falling off, but I really enjoy it, but I enjoy watching college football. You know, even outside of Kentucky, I get more into NFL. I get more into the NFL if I'm in a fantasy league, but I haven't done fantasy in a few years. They kept inviting me back probably because I was doing awful, so I was just I was the guy that everybody could beat up on week to week. But yeah, watching an entire, especially an NBA game, like I said, I can watch a college basketball game, no problem. But man, we'll get through an NBA game, I don't know what it is. I just struggle with it. As you know, well, this is don't make fun of us because it's an awful organization. But so I do live close. Like I said, I do live close to SDF, but I'm on the other side of the river in Indiana. So I've been a Colts fan like my whole life, and it was awesome during like the Peyton Manning era and growing up as a kid. But now whatever we got going on, I mean, I can't even hardly stomach to talk about it. So I think I've watched one entire Colts game all year long. Cheap viewers, yeah, I don't think so. No need for cheap viewers. Thank you for the offer, though. But yeah, I don't know what's happened to the Colts organization. That's I mean, that's hard to watch. I just don't understand. You pick a guy as your franchise quarterback who only played a few games or a few downs even in college, and then expecting him to come out there and just be this hard charging worker and all that. It just, that pick with Richardson doesn't make sense to me. I mean, but a few years ago, man, I mean, the Peyton Manning days, the Andrew Luck days, I remember, man, the entire state of Indiana just was devastated when he just like up and retired. I mean, didn't know what to do. And we just ain't been the same since, really. I think I saw this funny TikTok not too long ago talking about how many Colts starting quarterbacks there had been since Andrew Luck. And it was like one of them guys. It was like one of them guys who, like, he catches you on the sidewalk and like asks you a question. If you get it right, you get like $5 or $10 or whatever. And I think it was like 15 different starting quarterbacks we've had. Now, granted, some have been for injuries and stuff too. I get that, but and we always sign some. We always sign some older guy that's past his prime, but we can get him on a cheap contract. Like Joe Flacco or Matt Ryan or whatever. It just doesn't work out. And then you draft Richardson, who just seems like he refuses to work, so I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, other than Kentucky, it's rough to be a sports fan around here. I grew up a Pacers fan in the NBA, and we had some good years, and then our team's okay now. Halliburton's pretty good, but outside of that, we're not going to be some big championship contender. That's what kind of stinks, is just having to come to that reality. Do a little refresh. Houston's still online. And we're getting a little closer. If I don't hear from them by the time we get right on top of them, we'll just switch over and check in. But normally I think if I'm, like I said, I'm not a huge Vatsim veteran, but normally I would get a message on vPilot saying like, hey, I'm online. Yeah, I figured. Honestly, I didn't think I would probably make it to them by the time he got there. That was my guess because I was looking. He's been on. Let's see. Yeah, he's been on 4.5 hours. So, that might be why. That might be why he hasn't hit me up yet. They might be closing before we even get there, and he's not worried about it, which is fine. No big deal. All right, about 130 miles, our top of descent still. And that could be, like I said, that could be very well why that he hasn't hit us up yet on vPilot. He may be getting off, so he's not worried about any more inbounds. So, Michael, does that mean we're AFC South rivals? Are you a Texans fan? Or are you a Cowboys fan? Trying to think, do you guys? That's only 2 NFL teams in Texas, right? Buddy. You guys catch a lot of flack. Some of it's warranted, in my opinion. I don't get the Dak hype. We can have a gentleman's conversation about that if you disagree. I like Dak, but I've just never gotten the hype, and it just seems like, and maybe that's what always gets to him. Maybe the pressure of everybody's always. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Dak's not even the problem. If you actually boil it down to the meat and potatoes of it, is Jerry Jones. Yeah, he's got to let go of the reins and let somebody else do stuff. He just, like when it comes to coaching changes and personnel and stuff, it just, yeah. Yeah, Dak stepped in and it was like he was the next Hall of Fame quarterback. And I'm not saying the guy's not good. He's just, I think he got overhyped, and once you get overhyped and you don't live up to it, I feel like it's just so hard to come back from that. Had a couple chances at some playoff wins and didn't really come through, and especially a fan base like Dallas, like the Cowboys have. Like, man, if you upset like a hardcore fan, it's like Kentucky, right? Kentucky was done with Cal. Cowboy fans, Kentucky fans, whatever, you get these die-hard fan bases, and if you don't come through, like, it's so hard to come back from that. But yeah, Jerry's the root of the problem for sure. But it's like the Colts. Jim Irsay will not come off of it, and I don't know why. I have no idea why. But I mean, just as far as front office stuff, it's awful, and the franchise is clearly paying for it. I mean, it makes no sense to me. But I'm not up there at that position, so maybe it'd be hard to give up some of that power. I don't know. Probably just nice little contrails ourselves. Here we are. That would be tough to be a, like I said, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me with some of these fan bases. Let's see. That's a Texas, my friend. It was okay after they lost Ohio State. I'm over the moon happy because he was the best receiver. Yeah, if you actually like something like that, if you've been struggling and haven't had like some good seasons, then that in my opinion, something like that's a win. You know what I mean? Like a season like that. And Ohio State was weird too. You know what I mean? Like I didn't bet on that game. But if I was gonna bet, it wouldn't have been for Ohio State. I don't know what happened there. That was odd. But it's just one of the things, man. College. Can you cooperate and just come down just a little bit? There you go. That's fine. Yeah, college sports are weird. That's why I do just a fuzz of sports betting here and there, and it's so hard to bet on college sports. Man, you get those diehards, dude. They expect you to win it. Kentucky's the same way. Kentucky basketball, just if they go out there and have a rough game and lose or whatever, like you're hardcore fans. Like I'm a pretty hardcore fan, but like I know like boys, we're not gonna go undefeated. But man, people freak out. And it's sad too, because that's what like drives like that's just what drives like sports fans. You get the diehards can just ruin it for everybody else. Like Kentucky this year, right? Like boys, I'm happy we're just winning games. We got a brand new coach who had to bring everybody from the transfer portal. We got no scholarship guys really. Everybody's from the transfer portal. It's like, hey, that's just winning games compared to what's happened the last few years. They're just not doing very well in the tournament and stuff. Like, hey, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta take your wins when you can get them for sure, and just look at the positive side of it. Cruise 80 miles coming up close. Let's see if Houston Center's on. I gotta be getting. Okay, am I crazy or is it still showing Houston Center online? Because he hasn't hit me up yet and we are close. What is it? 34:25. He may not be on anymore. One 134-425. Make sure I got that right. 134-425. Okay. I guess if he does hit, because isn't that normal that they hit you up on VPilot and just say like, hey, monitor
around at November
or contact or monitor. I guess I could just hail him up and hit him up on the radio.
12?
That's what Navigraph is telling me.
You want to go where they really far?
Depends on the controller. Yeah, I guess that's true. Like I said, I haven't time to fly. This is probably only, I bet I've got 10 or less flights on Vatsim, so I can just hit him up, no worries.
Okay.
I'll turn this music down a little bit so I can hear something in my ears.
Spot 19er. Good night, sir.
Just a little bit, guys.
Yeah. 154, 9th November 219er for.
You said Delta 12, correct?
Yeah, Delta 12.
All right, roger. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
We will. I think we're in his airspace now. Yep, we are. Houston Center, good evening. American 4541, flight level 350, we're 160 miles west of the center point VOR.
American 4541, Houston Center, good evening, sir. I'm going to be closing up very shortly, so be prepared to change groups. Good night.
No problem, just didn't want to come into your airspace without announcing it. You have a good night, sir.
Appreciate it. November 524, Mike Golf, descend a positive discretion, maintain 4,000.
4,000, we're on the way down for my golf.
Alright, Chad. So no big deal, I didn't want to be,
Mike Golf, I'll put you down low, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000 for my golf.
Mexico 224.
that button is sticking, by the way, Michael, because I just about did it there. I was looking and I was transponding. But no big deal. I didn't want to be rude and come into his airspace and not say something. But we're going to have to change our push talk button because that's sticking. I'm going to hot mic everybody and I'm going to be saying something stupid and look like an idiot. But no worries. I'll have to get that. I'll get that changed because that is exactly what that is. That button's sticking. It was still showing me transmitting. So we'll get that changed. No big deal right now. But yeah, I didn't want to come into his airspace and be that guy that didn't say anything. So over to Unicom for us. No big deal. Let's see, we got 43 miles top of descent, so let's start taking a look at our charts really quick. So we need to get down to 10,000 feet. So we'll plug that in. So that way when come across our top of descent, we'll start to descend. 10,000 feet. There was some planes kind of moving around San Antonio, so that guy just... Okay, that's from Air Force Base. San Antonio's CTAF frequency. I'm guessing it's going to be their tower. It's still showing him online, so let me look at this real quick. I'm guessing it's going to be 119.8, so... $119. 19.8. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'm about to get the control panels and stuff. That way, I don't have to mess with like manually doing that anymore. I can just twist the knobs. I gotta do some upgrading and get. Was it Logitech that has one that you can change the radio frequencies and stuff? I've got to get that, so I don't have to look down there all the time. But I'll tell you what. Was it WinWing? WinWing just released their flight control panels. No, the I can't remember what they called it. FMSs. There we go. Couldn't think of it. So they actually released this actual panel. This just plug and play USB, I guess, and it looks really cool. So I saw some reviews on it earlier. I was watching on YouTube, and I guess they just opened up like the pre-orders today. So you can actually get the, you plug it in, it looks just like that, and it's, you click the buttons, you don't ever have to, if you didn't want to come down here to this screen, like if I was in this screen during the descent, needed to do something, I wouldn't have to change my camera view and look down here. You could just type it in. That's really cool. And for the price point you can't beat it. I think it's only like $130 or something like that, so. Still doing same runway. That's good. The barrels actually went down a little bit, so 3019. See that WinWings. Their site was bugging out because so many people were trying to buy it. Should have a cool looking little sunset here too. Yeah, their site's still down. But I would like to give me one of those. Yeah, that cloud. This game does a really good job of like sunrise and sunset. Like if you're flying around sunrise or sunset, the cloud colors and stuff look really cool. It's awesome how they do that. What does Legolas say on Lord of the Rings about like red clouds or a red sun or something in the morning? I think it was Two Towers when they were trying to hunt down the orcs. I can't remember what he says about it. It's what if I see like a red sky or something, it reminds me of what Legolas said in that scene. You know, I had just recently, literally up until about 2 years ago, I never saw any of the Lord of the Rings movies. And once I watched the first one, I watched the next two like immediately afterwards, and they're about 3-4 hours apiece. So I had a lot of movie time catching up on those, but I'd never seen them. And that's sad, I know. Yeah, Wind Wing's not gonna work, or not gonna work. And Houston's offline, so. But then let's see, Memphis Center's still trucking along. He just came on though. And then, man, my Vatsim. Is anybody else's Michael, is Vatsim radar? I don't know if you use Vatsim radar or not, but it's been kind of weird for you ever since that last update. Oh, and here's our descent. Let's let the cabin crew know. Get a little background light in here. Not that much. That'll be fine. Oh, let's see. Which Lord of the Rings movies y'all watched? Oh, man. It was, I think it Return of the, let's see. I've watched all, and I actually watched all the Hobbit movies after that because I was like a Lord of the Rings like obsessed. And so I watched all the Hobbit movies, but I think the last one I've actually watched is I think I watched Return of the King again not too long ago. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Michael. It's like my screen and stuff's like all like laggy and glitchy ever since this last update. It looks like Memphis Center's still trucking. That's really about it, unless other stuff won't load. But that's the bad part about me flying late at night because of my schedule. Is a lot of I usually start streaming like once my kids go to sleep, and if I'm off. And so by the time I can do that, it's like past like a lot of people want to get off from being controllers. But yeah, anyway, I think the last one I watched was Return of the King. Oh, everything's turning pink. Anyway, there's your cool clouds. Since you said you're a cloud fanatic. But okay, we have started our descent. Cabin crew's aware of that. We've got the course typed in. Got the ILS frequency. Borrows are set. Reference going down to 10,000 feet. After 10,000 feet, looks like down to 4,000 feet. Take a look here real quick. Sorry, 6,000, 5,000, 4,000. Okay, that makes more sense. Let's see, can we turn these down just a little bit? There we go, that way it's not as blinding. Not a bad idea, actually. Let me do that real quick. I like that idea. Let's see. See if that saved my screenshot here. Nice. You know, that's something I got to get better at is my thumbnail creation. I wonder if I could even back the time. Hold on, I'm going to cheat a little bit. Watch this. Oh, not that much. And definitely not that much. Sorry if I blinded you guys with the sudden ray of light. Oh, that looks really cool. I like this one. You guys see this one? Yeah, this one I like. That'll be a cool one. Sweet. All right. Yeah, we just lost sunset. That's actually really. I actually like that view over there. It's just hard. There's no sunlight on the. There's no sunlight on the plane from this side hardly. Well, we got it. We got a pretty good picture. No worries. Yeah, I got to get better at my when I upload like the VODs. I might work on that tomorrow during the day sometime. Getting the thumbnail put together with that picture. Descending through 24,000 feet. It looks like I'm pretty sure everything's set up pretty good. So, got our minimums. Just make sure our altimeter's still good. 3019er. Still coming in on 13 right. A little bit of wind. Now, I will warn everybody. If there's wind, my landings are So just be mindful. If you're in the cabin. Just be mindful on the landing. It might be a little bumpy. Oh, that's a cool shot. There, here you go. There's another cool wing shot right here. I think you'll appreciate this. Discord community. I'm still working on that. I didn't get a chance to today. On the Discord or like thumbnails? Yeah, I didn't get a chance to sit down and do it today. I was on dad duty today, so I didn't really even turn my PC on until it was time to stream. Well, that's looking good. Just west still of San Antonio. Yeah, I'm gonna. I promise I will get the Discord up and going. Like I said, that's what you're talking about, needing help with. If I can't figure it out, I'll definitely give you a shout. I think I can do it. It's one of those I'm a little bit stubborn, just a little bit, that I want to try to figure it out myself. I can't help it. If I get stuck, I'm definitely calling in reinforcements, so be ready. And we get a little night landing too. So we're going to land at night, and we're going to land with some wind. So whoever's sitting in this view right here, just be mindful. Maybe a little bumpy. But yeah, if I get hung up or something, I'm definitely going to give you a shout, because I want to get that up and going for everybody. Yeah, it's one of those I gotta battle around, being a dad, working full time, trying to stream, get the videos uploaded, get nice thumbnails, which we're on now. We got a good thumbnail for this VOD. I actually thought up here had a dome light. Just that way I could turn it on while we were coming down. That way it's not so dark. But I don't know if I've ever actually looked for a dome light here. On dampener. Oh, dome. Right in the middle. Look at there. Oh, that's too dim. Let's do that. So it's a little more bright in the cockpit, as we're not staring at such a dark screen. But I'm gonna guess up here on the horizon. I'm gonna guess here we're starting to see the lights of San Antonio. Up here. It's most of our hitting bug. Yeah, this world is a lot of things at once. Like, I've noticed that. That's definitely one of the things I've learned very quickly is, trying to stream, have cool stuff set up, upload videos, work a real job, 2 young kiddos. It just gets a lot sometimes. Yeah, kiddos will always be number one. I spend as much time with them as I can, especially, like I said, I do work a full-time job. So when I'm home during the day and they're home and up and going, I'm super dad for that time. And then when they go to bed, I'll jump on here and hang out with everybody. Just a nice balance of both worlds. But yeah, I'm definitely on that super dad train throughout the day most days. And there's some days I could stream probably during the day a little more if they're gone, like the babysitter or something. But at night I got, no other worries. I can come in here and just hang out for a little bit. It is really cool. I'll tell you what, I didn't know it before I became a dad, but man, being the dad's the coolest job in the world. That's for sure. Drag required. Fair enough. Little speed brake. All right, bring that speed down. Next altitude, I believe, is 6,000. So let's go ahead and turn it in 6,000. Once our speed gets down here to the kind of 147, I believe it's targeting. I believe that's why it's wanting more drag. It's telling me no drag now, so we might be able to bring those back in. Perfect. Alright, so speed's coming down pretty good. Bring this in a fuzz. There we go. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about. Sometimes I dial the time back so I can just still fly during the day. You can see a little bit better, but then I also feel like it doesn't. Sometimes you need to fly at night because it's real eye fried. So not a lot going on outside right now. Kind of dark. It's probably get a little more bright once we get a little closer to the city. Still a cool looking view out this wing though. I like that. Yeah, other than that, a lot of darkness. Like I said, I believe all the city lights up here are going to be good old San Antonio. Excuse me. Sync our heading bow back up. 09. We should do a little bit of briefing here. So after, alright, so yeah, so the reason we're gonna expect radar vectors for the final approach course. We'll kind of have vector ourselves around because we don't have ATC online. That is what we shall do. Alright, below 10,000. Landing lights. There. Continuous flight. Cabin ding, let them know. Everybody put their big electronics away. Alright, after Ruby, it wants us to go to Lorden. Ruben. So is that on a heading of 308 maybe it looks like? Alright, so we'll get locked in here a little bit. Okay, so back up here to find my dome light. Dome light can come off. Let's bring this in a little bit. And down to 4,000 next. Oop. Come on. Alright, let's go direct to... No, don't want to do that. Let's get this tuned in. Give me 1 second, guys. It gets a little busy right here. Oh, wrong thing. Stand by. Pause. That'll give me the speed to start getting slowed down here a little bit. And let's start some flaps. Speed checks, flap to 1. Or the volume of the song a little bit. Yeah, sure. Sorry, it gets hard for me to think and... We're still going to be extremely high. We may just have to do a visual approach here. Let's throw the gear out a little early so we get some drag here and slow this bad boy down. We're definitely a little high. There's that. Let's go down to 3,000. And we may have to go around. I was talking too much. Give me 1 second, guys. See if we don't have to do a go around here. Do a little visual approach. Nobody pay attention to this. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Let's not do that. Let's just go around. Let's play it safe. Give me the autopilot again. I won't be crazy because I'm on stream. You're coming up. Excuse me. Yeah, we weren't going to make that. I was too busy talking. My apologies. Quick little go around. We'll circle back around. Man, I got a cough, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, I feel better. Alright, let's go down here. Autopilot, find the runway heading. No big deal. Legs. See what that does to the FS. Alright. Yep, airport snuck up on me. It'll go around. Alright, and we'll go back to, let's see, look at our charts. Circle back and go back to worm. So that is WOR. Oop. And just so we don't extend it any longer, let's go heading mode. In this background. Start this turn. The airport snuck up on us, chat. We had to do a go around. I was too high. And another right turn. 240. Widen this out a little bit. Cross this little line, we'll go out to 270. We'll start working our way back to the right and coming back in. Alrighty, right turn. 270. There's going to be downtown Houston. Or sorry, downtown San Antonio. And we'll just vector ourselves back around into worm, then land again. No worries. I was gonna dive bomb it, but I talked myself out of it. I didn't want to do that in front of you guys. Alright, let's go. Let's go right 300. And we'll just loop back around. This is the problem when I get like trying to multitask. Is I mess up. Alright, so here's the game plan. So what we're gonna do, we'll travel this heading, as you can see here by this hashed line. We get out past Worm. We'll start another right turn to loop back in, come in and land. So once we do that, we're already at 3,000 feet. We should be below the glide slope. We can activate the approach mode. Head on back down, and we'll do it. We'll do it that way. That way we don't nosedive it and bomb it towards the interstate or the runway and send everybody in the back here into panic mode. So we'll keep it professional. Because to be honest with you, I wanted to nosedive it. I wanted to just nose down, get down low and try to land it. But we're better about that. We're better than that here at American Airlines. But what we will do while we're doing this, so we don't forget, we'll arm the speed brakes. Auto brakes can go to 1. That should be fine. We got plenty of runway. Alright, flaps are already at 5.
Hello there.
That's it. That should be fine. Oops, somebody did something nice. Where we going? Simba the King coming through with the follow. Thank you very much, my friend. How are you doing? Appreciate the follow. Welcome in. We are currently, if you're just joining us, where are we flying into? Excellent. You beat me to it? I was about to tell you that. So we left Tucson, Arizona. We were flying into San Antonio, which is where we're at now. Now, the reason we're flying around at 3,000 feet is because I got talking to chat, got a little sidetracked, and didn't get down low enough, so we had to do a go around. There was a brief second. I disengaged the autopilot. I was gonna just bring the nose down and land it no matter what, but I was like, hey, we wouldn't do that here at American Airlines. We would do a go around and try to be safe about it. But yeah, so we're coming into San Antonio right now. We're just doing a little bit of a go around because I got sidetracked and didn't get us down low enough to land, so burning a little extra fuel. But that's why we bring extra fuel, which I believe we should be okay on that. What am I looking for here? I was thinking if you were given a real plane, you'd fly right. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we still got 7,000 pounds of fuel on board. We're okay. So, just to go over the game plan again, just in case Simba, my new follower, my new friend, missed it, we'll get out here a little bit past this worm waypoint, and we're going to start a right-hand turn, come back into worm, and then down into the runway. So that's our game plan right now. We're just cruising along at our go around altitude. Now, if we had ATC online, they would do all this or help us out with like the vectors and the heading and all that stuff. But they went offline right as we were coming into their airspace, so no big deal. We will try to do it ourselves, but man, so if you're looking for somebody to relate to, you have come to the right channel, my friend, because I've done less than 10 flights on Vatsim. I would say it's got to be less than 10, and it's very nerve-wracking. The worst is like calling for your clearance and not wanting to mess up like the read back if they don't give you like a PDC. So that's the worst. But yeah, I planned out Tucson departure and the San Antonio arrival because all like the ATC was online and they hadn't been on very long. And by the time I took off in Tucson, they had got offline, and then got up to Albuquerque Center. Albuquerque logged offline about the time I was flying out as well, because there was approach online at Tucson. Both of them got off, and then San Antonio had their approach online. Well, he got off obviously way before I got there, and then I was coming into Houston's airspace for Houston Center. They got offline, so we started off on Vatsim with a little bit of ATC, and then we finished it with none. So here we are. It's nerve-wracking because I'm not a real pilot. I just do this for fun, so it's absolutely nerve-wracking to me. I just don't want somebody to yell at me, to be honest, is what's funny. I don't want to upset one of the controllers, and next thing I'm getting yelled at. Let's actually bring that back just a fuzz. I'll do 320. I don't want to make that sharp return. I just don't want to make that sharp return to the next waypoint, but our altitude should be good. ILS frequencies are good. I'm hoping this should work. Michael, buddy, I appreciate you stopping by, man. I appreciate you shooting it up with me. I'll be back probably Monday. So yeah, man, you're around, you get the notification I'm on, man, swing by, stop by, we'll shoot it up about some hoops or some football or whatever. But appreciate the fall, man. It was nice meeting you, and yeah, you have a good rest of your night, man. After I get this bad boy landed, I'm out of here. Sorry it took so long. Right on, man. All right, buddy. Michael, you have a good night, my friend. We'll see you, bud. See, but here's the good news. I'm not very good either, so you are welcome into this community, my friend. That is for sure. Cowboys fan, Simba, you're just late, dude. Michael that's leaving. Michael's a new follower today too that came by, and he's a Cowboys fan. That's really funny. But yeah, I try to keep the vibes high because the flying could be iffy, so that's why we're here for vibes and not stellar flying. Try to stick to the 737, 747. So 737 is probably up there with my favorites right now. I usually do the 73 and usually the 73 and the A320. Those are the ones I'm comfortable with. But I'm also working on getting a Discord lined up so that we can all be in here together. So everybody be on the lookout for that. I promise I will get that done. So there's a Discord link for everybody. Alright, let's do... Tell you what. Using reserve full worm. Alright, so it's not letting us do... That's interesting. Okay. Alrighty. I never played DCS. I heard a lot of people talk about it. Never played that though. So we're going to try to bring this in visually, chat, so Lord help us right here. I see the runways up there, so that's good. So we are on the localizer. Okay, localizer's armed. We got that. Okay, we're moving somewhere. Flying an A10, blowing stuff up. Is it the Warthog? Is that right? Bert. That's all I think of every time I think of the A10. That's so funny because you come and talk about flying the 747 and then being a Cowboys fan, and then Michael that we just met says he likes the 747 and he's a Cowboys fan. That's so funny. Alright. Runways up here in sight. Let's try to land this bad boy. That might be what I wanted to do. Okay, that might be what I wanted to do. Oh, let's see if we grab the localizer here. Man, is it that in depth? That's really cool. You can blow up tanks and stuff in there. That's awesome. Okay, we've got that. Now let's go approach mode. That actually may not be the runway, guys. I'm crazy. I thought that was the runway up there. It might be them. We're still 15 miles out, so we're just gonna keep our speed up for now. We won't do anything crazy. The blown up Russian tanks in DCS, that's awesome. All right, yep. So I should be back live Monday. I've got to work this weekend, so I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I should be back Monday. I'll see you then. I appreciate you coming in here. Sorry we couldn't get you on the ground before you had to roll, but that's what I get for chatting too much and not paying attention to the airplane. But thank you for stopping by. You have a good rest of your night. I'll see you probably Monday. All right, have a good one. Yes, we are 10 miles from the runway. We'll be landing any minute now. All right, 10 miles. Let's go gear down. What's him to say? And swap the FMD to approach, and we'll show you if you're lined up with the runway on the guide slope. Okay, sweet. I think I've got. Yeah, I've got the glide slope here now. Yeah, okay, these were the runways. No worries. All right, gears down. All that's set. We'll go out for landing. Okay. Yeah, that sounds so cool, Simba. I love that sound. And it don't matter if it's movies, video games, what. I love it. And should be getting the glide slope here any second. There's a glide slope. Alrighty, let's go ding the cabin for arrival. And here we go. Here goes nothing. Right down just a little bit so we can see if I can focus up. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Actually, I didn't think it was going to let me arm the localizer or the approach, because I'm still kind of new to learning all this. So, but I got the localizer, got the approach. All that's good. And it looks like we're 2 reds, 2 whites. So we're lined up right on. Simba says, I do get shot down a bit though. So is it like multiplayer? Like you can actually like have like dogfights with other people? Like I said, I've heard of it, but I've never like played it or watched anybody play it. So if you could dogfight, that's actually pretty cool. And I believe it's an exit right on the runway. Is that what we said? Or off the runway, guys? Is that what we said? Yep. Okay, just cruise down to Delta and hang a right. Alright, now we're lined up and ready to go a little better. Auto brakes are set, we're good. Flaps are at 30. Speed brake is armed. Let me get in my optimal gaming position here. Alrighty. 500 feet. My airplane. My throttles. A little low, a little more power. Oh, don't drift away from me now.
Minimums.
Come back on the center line here.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oop, a little float. Hold on. And we're down. There we go. That was awful, but we'll take it. And reversers. My rudder pedal's been doing this thing where, decel. My rudder pedal's been doing this thing where they're acting weird on this plane. I don't know if it's like a sensitivity thing or what. 80 knots. And 60 manual braking. And welcome to San Antonio, everybody. I don't know why my rudder pedal's been doing that, where it's like it won't like stay centered. I don't know what's up with that. But we got us down, okay. That can come off. Auto brake can come up. All that matters is we landed in one piece, right? Flaps. Lane lights come off. Takes like stay on. Strobe. There we go. All right. Way better than mine, GG, bro. Let's see what my landing rate was on Volanta. Statistics. Minus 289. Okay, wasn't the best, but it was less than minus 300. So, nope. So. Minus 289. Like I said, I don't know what it's up with it. The rudders were doing that on the ground in Tucson earlier when I was like trying to just taxi. It was like the rudders wanted to like move on their own without me adding input to it. So I don't know why. As soon as I took off the autopilot, it's like it wanted to drift me over there. I don't know what was up with that. So, but we didn't crash, so that's good. Let's look where we're at here on the. All right, so let's hang a right and then a left. Kind of left into the terminal. Let's see, sorry, Sim, what'd you say? Huge server, basically, NATO versus Russia, grounding this helicopter. No kidding. So, like, you're kind of, like, so in your plane, you're at a disadvantage if they have, like, fighter jets, because you're not really, like, an air-to-air guy. That's really cool. Simba, man, it was nice meeting you, buddy. I appreciate you sticking around for that crazy landing even though we got on the ground. Yeah, man, I appreciate you following. It was great meeting you. Yeah, come back, man. I'll send out the live notifications. Should be back Monday for some more streaming. So it was good meeting you, and I'll see you back when you come back in, man. Have a good night. Nail, if you're still in here, you can go too. I'm just bringing her to parking, and we're going to get out of here. Let's go. APU start. And this next intersection will hang a left to the parking gates. Strobes off so we're not blinding everybody. And left here. Let's tell you what, let's back up this time just a little bit so we can see something. That way we can see something getting in here. Parking brake set. Let's go back inside. And taxi light can come off. Logo light can come off. EPU's up and running. You bleed. And engine's down. Oop. There we go. Alrighty. Let's set the chocks. Get ground power. See if we get the jetway over to us. Well, an interesting landing for sure, but we're down on the ground, so. Alright, engines are off, so beacon light can come off. We have ground power available, so let's go ground power. APU can come off. Backs to auto. Probe heat. Window heat's good. All the fuel pumps come off. And we can begin to deboard.
The boarding requested.
Alright guys, there you go. Let's disconnect from VPilot so we don't queue up and say something silly. Yes, we are in good old San Antonio. You can go to bed for the night. I won't keep you any longer. We got you on the ground safe and sound finally.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Alright, we will let them do their thing, get us all unloaded. So a little iffy on the landing. I don't know if something's up with my rudder pedals and the PNBG. It was acting kind of angry today, but if we look at our flight, we did land at 288, so not the best, but it's under minus 300, so anything above minus 300 starts getting a little bit of a hard landing. So definitely no butter on the runway from our landing, but not too bad. We'll take it, and it's under a G of landing force, so that's pretty good. Yep, sounds good. I appreciate you stopping by as usual. We'll see you on Monday. Have a good night. All right, they're going to get unboarded, everybody. Yep, have a good night. Alrighty, chat. Nice little flight from Tucson down to San Antonio. We had to do a little go around because I was too busy talking, and when I get talking, it's hard for me to multitask. So we had to do a go around. Took us a little longer, but no big deal. We got down on the ground. Nice little minus 288 landing. Not too bad. Probably looked a little sketchy, but we got on the ground. But guys, that's going to do it for me. We're coming up on that 3-hour mark. So I appreciate everybody that stopped by. We got some shout outs to give. We got a shout out to Nayla. She has been a returning viewer for a few weeks now. I appreciate her as always. My new friends and homies, Simba the King, for stopping in and giving a follow. Appreciate you. And my man Michael, both Cowboys fans, ironically. It's kind of funny how that worked out. But I appreciate you guys stopping in. I appreciate you guys following the channel. So, tentative schedule. I do work all weekend in my real life job. So, as you see at the bottom here, rough schedule for what's going on in the upcoming days. No stream the next 3 days. However, I should be back on, was that Monday? Yeah. So, I'll be back Monday, Tuesday, and then Friday for a long weekend full of streams. So, I'm off all weekend. So, no stream the next couple days. Gonna be at the grindstone, out working, and then I'll see you guys back here. Monday will be the next stream. We'll figure out what we're gonna do. A little more flying around the virtual airlines world. So if you guys did like stopping by, if you stopped by, if you feel like giving me a follow, I'd appreciate that. Doesn't cost you anything. Just let you know when we're going live, and helps out a small channel. So if you guys hit the follow button, if you guys liked, you guys can go check out YouTube. Real quick before I go, I want to tag this in here. If you go to my YouTube channel, I posted a short today that on my last flight yesterday, there was a random sound that I should have reacted more to, but I didn't. So that's pretty funny on my shorts. If you guys check that out, if you guys like seeing that kind of stuff over on YouTube, you can hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free as always. Like I said, I can get long-winded, so I got to cut myself off. But I appreciate all my new friends stopping by, giving me the follows, everybody chatting it up. We made it on the ground safe. Until next time, guys, it'll probably be Monday. Definitely not going to be before then, so probably Monday. But you guys be safe out there. Have fun, enjoy life, be healthy, and do something good for somebody, okay? I'll see you guys next time.